All right, have not fans. Now this is going to be part 2 in my mini series about David's fate after the car explosion at the end of Till Death Do Us Part. Now, if you haven't done so already, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content that I post on the channel. Now, my mom actually came up with the theories I'll be presenting in part 2 and 3. Part 2, we're going to be talking about the possibility of David being in a coma / having amnesia after being knocked back by the car explosion. Now, in part 1, I actually talked about whether or not he survived. I feel like David did survive the car explosion because if you go back and watch the clip over again, which I do have included in that video, it's brief because, well, it was a quick scene. You clearly see that David was behind the car coming around to the passenger side after opening the door, letting Erica get in, and my mom was like, she's going to crank that car before we get in there. And she did, and you saw that David was a little bit away from the car itself when the explosion went off. So based off that, he wasn't caught in any of the flames. It was just the sheer force of the shockwave of the explosion that knocked him back across the yard. So in my opinion, David is alive, but we don't know if he's physically scarred. We don't know if he's knocked out. We don't know if he's paralyzed or anything like that. But my mom said there is a possibility that what if he's has amnesia, what if he's in a coma, because you know how much this show loves to put characters in comas for some reason, like Wyatt and Benny. So it is a possibility. I wouldn't want that to happen because David is still a main character and he plays a central role despite what you might believe. And I feel like the David and Jim scenes in the past several episodes have definitely been a throwback to season 1, season 2, and I just love that because I love those characters together, just like I love Jim and Jim and Catherine scenes. But in any case, I feel like the amnesia thing, a lot of people were calling out, ooh, that'll be a big throwback to Empire, what they did with what's his name, Lucian, not Lucius, but Lucian. Because again, sorry, I didn't get past like season 2 of Empire. I just quit watching, but I do believe that was a story point at some part of the series where he actually got amnesia and forgot about all the evil and corrupted things he did. My mom was like, what if David gets amnesia or something like that and he forgets like a lot of the recent events but only remembers being married to Veronica, which actually I don't think is likely, but it would be interesting because Veronica would have David right where she wants him, which I mentioned in not season 1, but part 1 of this miniseries, where I talked about how after setting the house on fire with David on the inside, she's like, I didn't want to kill you, baby. I just wanted you burn up and scarred up a little so no woman would want you but me. So to actually have that happen to David and then him only having memories of her, not Maggie, not Erica, that would be exactly what she wanted. So in a twisted way that could possibly work, but I don't think that's the case. So I'm going to say a no when it comes to the amnesia / coma theory. I feel like David will be fully conscious and just be worried about what happened to Erica. So that's my mom's theory, and then I gave you my opinion of it, not saying anything against it, because when my mom spoke on the live stream but wouldn't physically come on, a lot of people were intrigued by the theory itself. But I'm going to be doing part 3 pretty soon. That's the most popular one based off my mom's theories when I brought it to you all. Is it possible that Tyler Perry will integrate story points from Diary of a Mad Black Woman into the haves and the have-nots between Veronica and David? So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you all soon.